All right. All right. Well, welcome everybody. We're excited you've joined us. Whether you got to see the National Conference 2021 live by yourself with a bunch of friends, or you saw the recording, or you saw nothing at all, either way, you're in the right place, because boy, did we have some announcements. Like I've been to, I think, maybe 16, 17 national conferences, and this ranks up there as like the number one as far as big announcements. So we're going to get started, and we only have about 28, 29 minutes to share the best golden nuggets we can with you. So we do encourage that even though we're going to try to glean the very best for you, if you didn't get to watch things and you have access to it later, which will be the people who probably paid for conference, watch it. But there will be trainings on Dash on the big stuff, like the table and new products and that kind of thing. You will have access to all of that on Dash, and I understand that begins on August 2nd. So tune in to all the good stuff you can. And then we are so thankful for all the chefs, all the consultants that are on our team right now that are on live, because there will be things that I just didn't write fast enough because there was so much good stuff going on the whole entire weekend, that I encourage you guys to let me know. I don't want us to repeat, and I know time is an issue, but I also don't want us to miss something important. So raise your hand however you want to raise your hand. If there's something that I'm starting to share and it seems like I'm going to move on to the next topic and you think there's something important they need to know, please let me know, okay? Because I want all the good stuff to be shared. So the very first thing that came our way was that the new consultant starter kit got changed. Oh my gosh. What was the big deal about the new consultant kit, starter kit? The first option got changed to what? Does anybody want to share? Everybody's muted. Okay, it got changed to $79. That's just $79 to start a business. And here's the best part of it. If somebody hosts a show first, they can take 50 of their host reward credit toward it, and they can start a business for as little as $29 a month, any month of the year, all year, this whole next 12 months. So that's not even if there's a deal, okay? That's just every month of the year, somebody can start a business for that little, and they get a rock crock in their kit, plus a few other nice tools. Now, we still have two other options, and those options didn't change price point, the $129 and then the $279. However, they did change some of the bigger products that are in, especially the $279 kit. That kit now, starting today, if you sign a new, or not if, when you sign a new consultant, you will get to let them pick in the big kit, if that's what they choose, an electronic option of their choice. There's three choices. One choice is the cooking blender and several of its accessories as their electronic choice package, or they can choose the electric grill and griddle, or the electric grill and griddle comes with a couple accessories, or they can choose the air fryer and some accessories as their selection on top of some other rock crocks and fantastic tools that come in the middle and the big kit. So that is insane. And then, as if that wasn't enough for the new consultant, they announced that as of today through the end of August, we all have an unlimited. At first, when they announced this, I thought they meant we each get one golden ticket for a kit rebate for free. Oh no, unlimited. Every single one of us have as many golden tickets as we want to share away from now through August, the last day of August, and allow somebody to earn their kit for free, completely free. They can get that big kit for free. Now, what they have to do is they have to qualify, which means they have to sell $12.50. And I didn't check, so somebody correct me if I'm wrong. It usually has to be in their first 30 days, which in real people's days means more like 40 days. But I could be wrong. Maybe they were generous and let us continue that. I'm not sure. Anybody know about that?
No, it was 30 days.
30 days. Okay, that's usually how it is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's huge. Now is the time, as if it wasn't before, now is the time to change somebody's life and give them an opportunity that could be free and really impact having a debt-free Christmas this upcoming holiday, even if it's not Christmas, but it's just the fall winter season for them. That's usually when things become stressful and financially challenging. And we have the ability to give them that as a gift for free. Okay, so don't underestimate. I know a lot of us think about ourselves, and I mean, let's be real. We're pretty darn important, aren't we? So we do have to think about ourselves, but getting past ourselves, it's not about really whether we're ready to have a new consultant on our team or not, because it's not really about us. It's because we have a pretty awesome team that can help everybody. So you don't have to worry, oh my gosh, I'm in the right place with my business. I'm not, oh, this, that, the other. It doesn't matter. You have the gift to have somebody just go to town from home, work from home, and make unlimited money and earn trips and have the freedom of flexible schedule for free. So don't hold that into yourself because you're thinking, oh my gosh, but this is my busy month. Okay, don't let it be about you. We'll take care of whomever you have, but please freely share. Okay. And then, as if all that good stuff wasn't enough, then they did change a little bit. Stay tuned about the fast track to director rewards. The very first level of that got changed to a whipped cream maker and some little things like that. Let's see. Oh, another thing, when you have a new consultant who does qualify, does sell their $12.50 in their first 30, which is 40 days for normal people, you now get a bonus $100. Did you know that? That's a new addition to the Fast Track to Rewards program. So you get a bonus $100. And then new consultants welcome in their first 30 days, they get that too. So when they add a new consultant in their first 30 days, now they're getting a bonus $100. So lots of big stuff for new consultants and for recruiters. Mind you, might I also point out that all recruiters get a bonus 3,000 points for earning any trip every time you add a new consultant to your team, and they at least give it we call it the 4-show try, because no one doesn't hit $12.50 in sales for doing 4 shows at least. Usually they hit it in 2. So 3,000 trip points is how I've earned every trip. My entire career in Pampered Chef was from sharing the business with people. Yes, I obviously did sales too, but none of the trips I would have earned would have been the level I earned them if it weren't for sharing the business opportunity. Okay, let's get to some fun new products. So who wants to share what was your favorite new product? Share away. Who's first?
Has to be the Flex Plus. So excited.
Okay, there's a Flex Plus. What the heck is a Flex Plus? Heather, what is it? What is it?
Hey, Tam, you froze a little bit, at least for me. I don't know for everybody else.
Yes, you guys froze, so that must be right.
Okay.
So I just said, what is a Flex Plus?
So Heather, tell us what the Flex Plus is.
Well, the thing that I'm most excited about is that the Flex Plus is one base that fits with all 3 major small appliances that people would have in their kitchen. So somebody who wants to buy a blender, a stand mixer, or a food processor, this is going to fit on all 3 of those. And so you get the immersion blender, you get a food processor, and you get a hand mixer all in one. And it's space saving, and it's for one price when you would spend that much on one KitchenAid. So it's very, very cool. And it comes with 2 batteries. So that's very good. So you can have one charging while you're using the other one. And
Yes, that
I'm really excited to start playing with it.
that is going to be the game changer, you guys. That battery, the backup battery that can charge while you're doing the first battery and switch them out. Nobody else has that in the entire market. And all of it can be stored. One comes in its own kind of cup, and then the other one can be stored in a cup. So, you know, it's so easy to store. They really thought of everything. So that's going to be so exciting. What's some other exciting new products? They went wild in the pantry, you guys. Normally I don't get all that excited about new products in the pantry, but I have to confess, this season I was thinking, you're making me hungry and I want to order all that stuff. So what did they share? Anybody want to share a bunch of stuff real quick out of the pantry?
Yeah, they had the new brownie mix and chocolate chip cookie mix.
The caramel latte.
That's
bread.
it. Yes, the caramel latte bread. Everything but everything bagel seasoning.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and who is
There's
more
another bread
excited?
mix.
What'd you say?
I said there's another bread mix too.
Oh,
Yeah,
Urban.
the urban, the herb.
Oh, the
Urban.
Tuscan Italian herb. And it was only $9. I couldn't believe that. That one is so inexpensive. To make.
Oh, and the chili. They have the chili packets too.
Yes,
Mhm.
a gorgeous chili mix that's supposed to be just easy. You just throw in, you know, some kidney beans or whatever beans you like, and then 2 other ingredients and the chili mix, and you're done. I'm excited, and it can be a vegan chili. It can be a traditional chili. It can be anything you want it to be. But I'm excited that chocolate chip mix, they said it's only 100 calories. All of our mixes are organic, gluten-free, non-GMO. They don't have anything bad in them. They're completely allergen-free. Of anything that people typically do have allergies to, they're gone. So I'm excited about that. Oh, Ramona's saying we're making her hungry. So anyway, the fact that you can eat a chocolate chip cookie or two for 100 calories, and you even get a dash of protein in it, who knew? And they said that their mother, whoever represented it, said that her mother actually tried it and said, "Can I have this recipe?" So it must have been darn good. Anyway, and all you add to it is butter, egg, and you can do butter and egg is it, or you can swap out for the vegan options of that equivalency. Okay, so that's all the pantry. Ramona, we're off of pantry now. But there were some pretty exciting other tools. What are some other tools that we got real excited about?
I like that
I was
saute
excited
and
about-
steam pan.
Ooh, which one? The steam pan you said, Laura?
Mhm.
So that was the, are you talking about the?
No, I was
Say it again.
talking about some of the baking stuff. The little thing you can cut like your dough with,
Oh,
and the hand pie makers. Some of those things.
yes, there's a gorgeous hand pie
Wafers.
maker. And if you have ever been to a birthday party for my kids, which I know none of you have except my mom, I have made you empanadas, and they're my favorite thing. And when they showed that, yes, and when they showed that hand pie maker that could do the whole or the half, it looked so easy, because normally when I'm making empanadas, it takes me like the entire day. And so I was just so excited that Pampered Chef is on the cutting edge of good stuff like that. So you can have savory pies, you can have sweet pies. Welcome, we got more come here, and Kelly, I know she's so excited she couldn't get, she was somewhere where she didn't get her Wi-Fi, so she didn't get to hear any of this good stuff. So welcome, Kelly, too. So yes, and there's this awesome new piece of cookware, nonstick steamer that you cook on one side, and then it has a steamer on the other. It's going to be fabulous. And then there was 2 enameled cast iron pieces. Does anybody want to share those?
One.
Mona, you're muted.
Oh,
I am so excited about this because I was so sad when they took the turkey roaster out of the inventory, and now we're going to have a turkey roaster. Oh my gosh. And the baster is going to be phenomenal. And that pan we do lunch every week at church. Oh my gosh, I can do like a casserole for everybody in one pan.
right?
And the skillet is crazy, and that skillet lid fits on the
Square,
the double, I want to say double, the burner grill pan.
the square grill
Cool.
pan. Yeah,
Yes,
the single serving square grill pan that fits on that. We've never had a lid for that, and there's been so
I know,
many
it's
times,
awesome.
like when you're making bacon in there and you just don't want it to splatter. There's so many times we needed that lid, and now we have a square lid for that. That'll also double for your cast iron enameled skillet. That's going to be fantastic. So, and then the other one is a 14 by 10. So it'll fit a 15-pound
turkey. It's going to be amazing.
Oh my
and
gosh.
and you can double sell, you know, the meat lifters,
Yes.
spreaders. Oh my God. And it's going to be so pretty on a Thanksgiving table. It's going to be so pretty.
It's gonna be awesome. Welcome, Carmen. So yes, we're so excited about the holidays coming up because we have so many things we can cross-sell with these particular tools.
It's going to be a great Thanksgiving holiday this year with everything that we have.
Oh my gosh. And anybody who's ever sold an enameled cast iron anything, now you're going to have a reason to ring someone's phone, text someone and say, hey, guess what? You're going to want to know we have this new piece that will fit with your other great enameled pieces that you have. So that's going to be exciting. And then we have a new springform pan, a 9-inch, the pretty Tiffany blue springform pan that you can make all kinds of crustless dishes, cheesecakes, all kinds of goodies with. August hosts are going to get to pick 60% off. So this is affecting us now. August hosts are going to pick 60% off. They're going to pick one of the 2 enameled cast iron pieces along with what they already announced was the August host specials. So this is in addition to they get to pick. So that is very exciting. Another thing is the stoneware loaf pan they announced is going to be the Roundup from the Heart Feeding America giveaway. So every time you sell with all these awesome Italian rustic crust bread mixes that are only $9 or the caramel latte bread mix, if you cross sell that with a stoneware loaf pan, every time they will be feeding 10 families one meal with the $1 that goes to Feeding America, and it'll stay in your zip code, so or whoever's zip code that made the purchase, so that they can help their friends and neighbors. So that is pretty exciting. Okay, another really important thing we should get into.
And one more thing I just want to throw in for Thanksgiving that we didn't have last year is we're going to have the deep dish pie stone. So it's going to be great.
Oh my gosh, the holidays, we have it dialed in. So all the new products are really going to start launching Lookin' Dash as of soon as August 2nd. And you will be able to learn everything you ever wanted to know. You're going to see a 360-degree view of these products. You're going to know why they were made, how they were made, that they can go in the dishwasher and all the good stuff. Okay, but the most important, why I said this particular national conference ranked #1 in my book of all the national conferences was because of this one announcement. Table. We now have a platform in Pampered Chef that nobody in the entire direct selling industry has even thought of, let alone created. And it allows us to, do you have consultants on your team? Do you have friends and family? Do you have hosts? Whoever tell you I'm not on social media? Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a cold. Anyway, if you do, this is for you. Table is for you. Or did you want to get off social media? Well, now you can, to some degree. It's up to you. But we will now have a platform as soon as August 17th that allows us to start inputting shows on the table. I need somebody to keep talking for a minute about that because I'm going to cough, okay? So somebody take it away. Tell us a little bit more about why the table is game changing.
I just posted something. I think that is going to be the biggest one, is that we're going to have one technology implemented system or platform to teach instead of 3. We're not going to have to teach them how to use Facebook. We're not going to have to teach them how to use Canva if they want to use Canva. We're not going to have to teach them how to use SendShare or Post My Party. We're going to teach them how to use the Pampered Chef tools, and they're all tied together. We don't even have to explain to consultants that, I sometimes have to explain to consultants that Facebook is not tied to Pampered Chef. They're 2 different entities that,
you're not gonna lose. That's not how you're.
Well, you're getting a little bit of background noise, so if you're not done talking,
Cherie, can you mute yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm taking it. I said no.
Cherie, we need you to mute for a minute, okay? Here, let me mute. Can I mute? Okay.
You'd have to mute everybody.
Okay, so go ahead, Ramona.
It's just going to be so much easier to train consultants, and it's going to make so much sense to them because everything we do is going to be tied together into Pampered Chef, into Consultants Corner. Table is going to be tied into Consultants Corner, and it's going to be one place to go to train, and it's going to be so seamless.
So this is another game changer.
The other,
go ahead. Who else was sharing?
Oh, I was just going to say, yeah, the fully integrated aspect is just going to be, it's going to make this business so much easier, as Ramona said, to not only onboard people, but the fact that they have templates that they're building for us that we can take and customize. It's like, it's, I'm going to just use one of theirs first to see how it goes. Right. And you can do it immediately. And that, it just blew my mind how equipped it is, with our marketing imagery, just, integrated. And it just, I had tears when I was watching it because, I know. When you think, you too?
Mm-hmm. It's a game changer.
It's phenomenal. And the fact that when you look at what the cost is, I think we're going to pay $1 a month for it.
Yeah.
Because, they're integrating it into our, And I'm like, because I was worried. I'm like, oh my gosh, how much are we going to have to pay for this? And then when you look at the pricing and it's like $1 a month. Oh my gosh.
We're going to save money.
So they're integrating it into our web tools, right? So it's going to just be put right into our web.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can save money.
If you don't have new consultants get a website free for 90 days. So it'll be included in that, right?
Yes.
What is so cool, if you are an ongoing consultant right now and you don't have your web tools upgraded, you need to do that. You need to make sure that you have a web tool subscription. Okay.
Right.
So yes. And most of you do.
Yes. And like Tammy, I think you were going to say, we can drop our Post My Party and SendShare subscriptions. Yay!
That's what I was going to say. So you can save money on, SendShare or Post My Party, whatever extra platform you're using. You can save all kinds of money there. And now they do give us an option under the eBiz tools. There's a new name for it now. It's not eBiz tools anymore. It's something like, I don't know, your business support tools or whatever. And you can have the option to pay monthly. It's a couple dollars more a month if you choose to pay monthly rather than once a year or once every 6 months. But now starting in September, you will have that option. So the other big thing about the table is they really emphasize that it's going to be like 10 minutes to upload a party. It's going to be so fast. Now, of course, you can always get real creative and, you know, add all of what you want and customize everything and do all that. And that's great if that's what you want to do. Be careful. Don't waste your time. But they do want us to be authentic. So they don't suggest that we change everything. They suggest we take what's working and just take one of their templates, but customize like 3 or 4 times, or even once at least. Try once and then build, where you're going live or you're recording yourself, because they want the party experience to be authentic. So the more real and authentic you can be. Remember, when you are watching TV and you like to watch, I don't care, you could shout out your favorite person who's cooking. You never like to watch, I mean, I don't mean to pick on her, but Martha Stewart's a little dry because she's so dang perfect, right? Martha Stewart probably isn't as fun to watch. We learn a lot from her, but she's not that fun to watch. But don't you like the antics between Joanna Gaines and her husband, Chip? They're crazy. And so you watch that. Or I don't know, who's your favorite? Emerald used to go bam and whatever. He was real, and they would have splatters on their counter, and they would, you know, the dog would run through and the camera would go to the dog, you know. That is real. They want us to be authentic. That's what your customers are craving. They want to know you. Who cares if you have a little one that cries in the background? You know what? As long as they can hear you and it eventually stops, they want to know, oh my gosh, she has a 3-year-old. He's so cute. You know, customers don't know you yet. And some of them do. And even more so, the ones that do, that keep coming back, they want to go, hi, I miss you. I'd love to see you in person. Now I know who you are. People will continue to buy from people they know and they trust and they like. If you look like Martha Stewart, they don't know you. They don't know to like you. You know what I mean? So be real, be authentic, be you, and encourage them to be them, and come up with real solutions. And guess what? You don't have to come up with these solutions. They're already going to be embedded in the party. But you're offering these solutions, and by you showing your little kitchen counter or your little spot on the table, and maybe even at first you're just showing your hands, you know, that is enough authenticity to grow and to try and get a little bit, you know, less scared and try something new. The thing is they're saying they want you to take what used to take us days, especially training a new consultant how to do it, now can take 10 minutes. And so take all that extra time that you would have spent, and maybe not all of it because they don't want us to go crazy, but take that other time and use it toward building relationships with your customers, reaching out to them and telling, you know, maybe you have a way, they're going to make it easy for us to have a way to message people and tell them that, you know, hi, we're glad you're here at the party. Was there anything you had hoped to see? So anyway, that's what's going to be fantastic about the table. Be ready.
Was there anybody?
I have a question.
Table, Ramona, were you in the pilot for table, or?
No, I wasn't. Heather was. Heather and
Tina and Miriam. Heather,
Miriam
do you have
were.
anything to add? Being in the pilot with the table.
Heather?
You know, they mentioned a lot of things in the, you know, in the breakout groups and, you know, in the general sessions. One thing that I'm going to be focusing on with it, and I'm going to be getting ready to do a couple more parties on table when they sort of allow us. They're revamping it right now to add some of these new things in there. But I'm going to be concentrating on trying to really focus on getting people over there. And so not running one on Facebook and table, because I think that that defeats some of the purpose of it. But really focusing on not giving in to the Facebook issues. You know, I know somebody mentioned setting up a Facebook party, but there are so many issues that you have to dance around on Facebook with just adding people into a group on there, that I really would like to take that time that I'm trying to talk, you know, my hosts through adding people in. Instead of doing that, I really want to focus on getting people over to table. So that's how I'm going to be approaching it. And I think that and also getting their phone numbers. That's a really huge part of it, because if you can get their phone numbers, they're going to get a text instead of just an email with a daily wrap up. I know I don't see my emails very often. I'm just not somebody who looks at that very, very much. So I know for me, the text is a better way to go. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on, whether it's doing some prizes. If you give everybody who puts their text, you know, their phone number in is going to be entered to win a prize. Or something like that. Do a special prize just for that.
Oh, Heather, it sounds like you're going to do some really good host coaching right up front, which is what they suggested that we do to get this table off and running. And so I like that you're going to focus right on table and not Facebook.
I think it's surprising how much of our time is really spent dancing around Facebook. If you really think about the things that we do on a daily basis with our parties, how much of it is geared toward creating a two-way conversation with somebody, or making sure people are seeing our posts, or making sure people are seeing notifications of being invited to a party and this and that. And it's really amazing how much time we spend on Facebook issues. And so if you you really have to switch your brain over, because a lot of the posts that we put up there are to get Facebook engagement and make the algorithms happy, and you don't need that. So we really have to just flip a switch and really change our way of thinking with table.
I agree.
And so a lot of the host coaching that we do right now, we won't have to do.
Yeah,
Will you keep your VIP group in a Facebook group, Heather?
What's that?
Will you keep VIP group in a Facebook group?
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't even know, because there was one that showed the VIP group in table. So I don't know. There might be something to think about down the road. But I have a question about the subscription price. Like, for example, I have a consultant right now whose eBiz tools have expired. Her free eBiz tools have expired. And she doesn't have or doesn't want to invest the $66 because she hasn't worked her business to pay for it. So we were coming up with some ideas on what she could do to earn the enough commissions to pay for the $66. When is that $15 monthly subscription going to, I know they said for us, like, that it wouldn't happen until our subscription was due. But like, say someone's due now, when is that going to take effect? I didn't hear them say that. And
I heard August 17th.
Okay, with the table rolling out.
That's what I had heard. Heather, did you hear that?
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I know it was down the road.
Okay. Tammy or Christine, do you remember hearing?
No. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. No, I don't remember hearing that, but it doesn't mean it wasn't said. I would, just so that we don't steer her wrong, Ramona, I would just make a quick call to home office and they can.
Well, I can put it in the scoop too, because, they, all of them, Libby Hoppy and all of them, Erica and all of them check that.
Yeah, that'll be a quick, easy question to get answered. Yeah, so there's so much about the table. There's even a kitchen that's a virtual kitchen. And during your party, your guests that enter into the party can navigate through that virtual kitchen and they can click on any tool and they can have an interactive experience with that tool. So it's really going to be a game changer for our customers. We will have an ability, anyone who joins the party and gives permission. And of course, if they buy something, they have to give permission to give their email and phone number. Well, anyone who does that, you're going to get a nice printout that gives you a list at the end of your party. Normally, we had to create those things ourselves, right? And that was countless time. Now you're going to have one per party, and you're going to know exactly how to make authentic connections with your customers and everybody who's involved in your parties. So that's going to be a really powerful tool for us to make sure that we're training on in the future, and we know exactly how to use to our best ability. So that's another one. During video group experiences, unlike Facebook, now we're going to have live chats that are going to be able to happen not just between the person who's doing the video, like you, the consultant, and whomever, that people will be able to dialogue with each other like a real party. And they're going to be able to have back and forth exchanges. Like, does anybody else own that tool that Tammy's showing off right now? And other people can enjoy the live chat and type in and respond to that question. So that's going to really be an authentic experience too. That's different from anything we've ever done on Facebook.
And we won't have to use Zoom. We can do those live parties. So again, no additional app is needed. All they have to do is log in to the party straight from their browser.
Not to mention, every time you go live, so an encouragement to go live, even if you can do it once a day, would be amazing, because if it's just 2 minutes that you're going live, every time you go live, all the guests are going to get a text notifying them that you're going live right then. So it's not in their Facebook chat room or something. No, this is going onto their phones saying, she's live right now, and telling them to be sure to join in. So we can do this with shared rewards parties. We can do this with, regular rewards parties. And you're going to have ready-made outlines like backyard barbecue parties. And it'll be a ready-made outline for you for that theme. And they're going to keep adding to the themes as we go along throughout the year. So it's just going to evolve and get better and easier. So remember that the key with this new tool is about building relationships, because that's how Pampered Chef started in the first place, with Doris Christopher and her first hosts and her first customers. It was that powerful experience of sharing food together and inspiring people to try a new tool they'd never tried before, which was stoneware. Well, now we're going to have that real shared experience again. And it's going to be about getting back to building relationships again, and not all this funky stuff we've had to do to play in Facebook's sandbox. Okay. So I want you to think about how you're going to be sharing this new table with your hosts, your future hosts, and your customers. Some people are saying things like, you're going to love this new way to party. Pampered Chef now has its own Pampered Chef platform, which never has been seen by anyone anywhere else before. And you know what? The reason why you're going to love it is because it's easy. It's so easy for your customers and for you, and it's not invasive, and it's not on social media. So look for it on Dash on August 2nd, and as early as August 17th, that's when we can add our own hosts into it. And then on August 18th and August 25th, there's a Teach Me webinar on how to do it if you didn't already learn it on Dash, okay? And then we're always gonna be around, I'm sure that our Monday breakouts, a lot of them are gonna have to do with this table until we're all feeling like it's easier than anything we've ever done before. They're really wanting you to focus on short personal videos that you can use again and again at all your shows, and it'll save into the platform of Table. When you go log in with your number, all your short personal videos will stay there for all your future shows to come. Okay. I think that that's where we're going to have to end, because we're We have a lot of goodies to share tonight, and we shared the biggest golden nuggets with you tonight. But of course, there's even more products we didn't even get to talk about. There's even more little golden
The
nuggets.
timer is back. The timer is back.
Oh,
I'm excited
timer.
the timer is back.
And better than ever.
Yay.
Quick question.
Yeah.
What can't we talk about right now? The products? What
No.
can't we talk about?
You can, but there's always a caution with it. So be careful that if your August or your last week of July isn't exactly where you quite need it to be, then you want to really focus on what's here and now for people right now and not what's coming September 1, because we can't sell a darn thing that we just learned about this weekend until September 1.
Right.
But we can sell why they want to book their shows now and get them up and running mid-August to start running September 1. But we don't want to do that before we actually have our solid show calendar for August. But as far as like hinting to people that there's some good tools coming, and you could, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could share the tool. I kind of hesitate because then they'll wait. So, but you can share, no one's going to get in trouble. You just can't tell them they can have anything till they can have it. And it might be your booking anchor. If you're starting to share now, the only reason why you do it is to get them excited to book, because you're already set with August and you want them to start booking September like hotcakes. That's why you'd share now. Nobody get in trouble for that.
Okay. Just checking.
All right, we've got new consultant orientation coming up in 15 minutes. Same number. Tammy's leading that as well. Thank you guys for joining, and we'll answer more questions because we'll have a lot of them. Thank you, Tammy. This was awesome recap.
Thank you, Tammy.
Thank you
for joining. We'll see you on the next call until we eat again. Bye, everyone.
Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye,
Thanks, Tammy.
everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, Tammy.
Nancy and Samantha, I'll see you on the next call.
Hello. Okay, I'm going to stay here with you all, but let me stop the recording.